Oh, it's fucking good, people. Happy Sunday. No UFC today, so I don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about. I'm sure we'll come up with something. Hope everyone's well and having a really good weekend. How is everyone doing today? How you doing, Antek? What's good, bro? Hopefully you can hear me. I never trust my microphone these days, nor will I fall for people telling me that it doesn't work anymore. So if it doesn't work, I guess we're just fucked. How we doing, brother? How we doing, man? I hope everyone's happy with the new format with the UK guys styling out on a Sunday night. Well, a Sunday night for me. Well, I'm halfway through No Chill stream from last night, and wow, didn't take long for that to come up. I've seen quite a bit of it as well, and there's a lot. How you doing, you beautiful bastard? What's good, Westy? Right back at you, sir. How you doing? I feel really relaxed tonight because I don't have work tomorrow. I'm obviously off for the week, so things are gonna go where they're gonna go. I'm quite looking forward to seeing who turns up and what we're gonna talk about because things have obviously been really light on the MMA side of things, but there's obviously been a lot going on in the community. I don't really want to make the stream about that because I've done my utmost to stay out of it as much as I can and to give advice where I can. And it's a bit too messy for me, you know. It is what it is, though. We always knew it was gonna go. We always knew it was gonna go south. There's so much. I'm at the part where Andy B comes on. Yeah, I saw that. Andy's always good value, man. I fucking love Andy. You never know what you're gonna get out of him. A little bit of unpredictability. You know, he's always good for the entertainment. I got to give it to him for that. Mostly this week has all been about just like community stuff. Like I've been getting sent stuff from Clown Show that I don't really care about. There's obviously the stuff going on with Lane and Giuliano that feels like it's been going on forever. When it's only really been 6 weeks or something since it really started kicking off, but yeah. Sorry, Frank, I won't bring it up again. Let's fucking go. I'll be real, yeah. It's you know, I try to do my best to deflect and to not choose sides because it's not really my way. Um Part of the whole thing about this chat is kind of letting things go where they're gonna go. But I will say this, like I certainly my view of things is always not to like trash people because I'm in a very weird position. I'm in the same position as a lot of people are in the community where we're kind of sitting on the fence and we don't really want to go one way or another. Do you know what I mean? Not because we think somebody's more right or more wrong. It's just stupid. So nice shirt. This is a jumper, cunt. Finally through the I always wear jumpers in the middle of the night. It's the UK, mate. We don't have the advantage of sunshine around here. Westy's got an itchy trigger finger. If we can refrain from kicking anybody out of the chat today, that would be really nice. I don't really want anyone getting banned or like kicked out. As long as we keep things nice and civil, all topics are open for discussion. It's finally over though, so let's not talk about it. I feel like I feel like things were always gonna get worse before they got better. And I think we're at that stage where things are just they're reaching their climax for sure. I feel like I don't know. It's certainly at the point where it's like I think everything that's been said on it has been said. It just is gonna come down to who just stops first, I think. And I don't know if that's ever gonna well, it will happen eventually, but for the next there's no FIP, it's just a jumper. I'm not wearing anything underneath, so I can't stand up. I like to do these streams with my bollocks out. That's so if anyone was planning on figuring that out about me, that's always been a thing. Even when I'm wearing a suit on stream, which I've done a couple of times, just bollock naked underneath. I like to let the boys breathe. Oi, oi, how you doing, JPO? JPO, I'm really looking forward to getting back to the you know, the business of kicking everyone's ass on silk pajamas. That's what I'm looking forward to getting back to. Douglas Memo dick pic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know much about that as well. I've heard that said in here a few times as well. We've all sent a dick pic once upon a time. Let's not pretend like we're all angels in here. I stopped doing it after the internet got really serious. You know, when I was younger, I used to pull shit like that, but I don't do it anymore. Not for a long time. And it is a beautiful piece, so it does deserve to be out there. Yeah, dick videos are a wild step up, but you know, we've all been there. It is what it is. We've got our first guest on. Hang on a second.
Hello.
Musical, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. I wanted it to come through my headphones, but I don't know how to do that.
I wish I could help you out technically, but I'm absolutely shit with that stuff. We're in like the old man category of things, so it's really difficult for me to do any. I'm amazed that I can even get online at all. That's a win for me.
I can see myself. Sorry.
How you doing, bro? Do you know what? I've just realized, yeah, this is the first time we've actually talked. Like,
no, it's not.
Isn't it?
We spoke on the phone once.
Oh yeah, we did. In a video call, though, I think this is definitely the first time.
Yeah. Video call. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good, man. First of all, commiserations, man. I know I said it in your chat. You're not bothered.
I'm not that bothered about it. I'm more bothered about losing the fucking game than getting in the jumps.
Yeah, losing to Man United's always embarrassing these days. I remember when that used to not be a problem.
It was the way that we lost. It was pathetic. We had a disallowed goal. If Jiggy's here, he can.
I've seen it, and it was.
What did you think?
I thought it should have stood.
I mean, they should have played the advantage at the very, very least, but they blew the whistle early, which they shouldn't be doing.
I think that's what happened. I think because he blew the whistle. So the word is, yeah, that they couldn't VAR it after that, right?
Yes, yeah, because they blew the whistle early before the goals went in, then they can't use VAR. That's carry on.
It's a sucky way to go, but like Martinez didn't do you any favors there as well.
Yeah, I did. I missed the Martinez. Well, what did he do?
He tackled somebody really stupidly outside the box.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he came rushing out and just like clamped somebody.
Yeah.
And he had no choice but to get sent off. It was a goal scoring opportunity as well, so they had to send him off. But it was just reckless and stupid. But
yeah, fair enough, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm not that bothered about not getting in the champs. We got in it this season. It was fun, but it knackers the team out. Because
it does.
The Caribou Cup, the league, the Champions League, and we're just big enough. You know, if we can get in and out now and again, and slowly build, then great.
The problem with the Champions League, I was saying this in your stream as well, because we were obviously in it last season. It's different from the other European competitions because you have to play your first team people all the time.
Yeah, have to.
And it just knackers you out because you can't drop it in the league. You can't drop the cups because Villa want to win something.
Yeah.
You're kind of fucked either way. So I think it might turn out to be good for you, you know, and there's always a silver lining, I guess.
Europa League is our standard. It's where we're at, man.
You get a couple of guys in.
We can work towards the champs, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are too impatient to get in, and now we got to be the best. We got to get this straight away. We ain't got the depth of squad. Season, the end of last season, our last game of the year was against Crystal Palace. We lost like 5-0 because we're knackered.
Yeah,
we're too tired, man.
I think you'd given it all you had. Yeah, like because you won like 7 out of 8 or something, and it felt like, you know, it just pushed that over the line. You're not very good when you go to Old Trafford as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of Americans in the chat are like, what the fuck are they going on about? We have to have our moment as well. This is the UK boys getting it in. We've got to we'll get to what you guys want to talk about, I'm sure, but it's had to be said.
But yeah, I don't know. I had a busy weekend. I had a couple of gigs. One today, one last night. I've got one to do the one tomorrow. Did you? I don't know if you heard me speak about the gig I've got to do tomorrow.
I was on for most of it, but I didn't hear you speak about that.
So I'm up in London tomorrow, yeah, and I've got to pretend to propose to somebody, yeah. Then this is in public. Then someone hands me a guitar. Then I have to play a Shania Twain song, and then a George Benson song, but where this other girl sings, and then the real proposal
was going to happen.
So it's meant to be like the person who's getting wed is meant to be look over and go, oh my god, someone's just proposed. Isn't that so cool? And then we play this, I think, a significant song for the couple. Oh no way!
That's quite good.
It's all right. It's gonna be
a good setup.
It's gonna be cringe, man. But I love those cringe gigs. I love those random fucking gigs.
People don't go out of their way to do this kind of shit anymore.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? So even if it's a fucking cringe fest, at least it will be you made the effort.
Yeah, it's something. But I was saying to the chat, I did a little stream when I got home. I was saying, do I kiss this woman? Am I supposed to like proper act it out? Like my missus is in there. She's probably hearing this. Am I meant to like snog her? What am I supposed? You know,
they haven't specified in the small print now.
I ain't messaging in the group saying, what's your style of kissing? Do you know what I mean? I ain't doing that, man.
Have you seen the woman that you're supposed to propose to yet?
Vaguely, just from like clicking on the WhatsApp picture and opening the profile. I
don't want to get you in any trouble, but
no trouble now. Not my type.
Is she all right? Not your type.
Not particularly, no. I would never get with a musician. Never. Oh, get out, man. No thanks.
Is this the weirdest request you've had? I imagine it's not.
Oh no. I've had some. I used to do gigs for Just Eat.
The company. I didn't know they did gigs.
No, well, they don't know that because they were doing a competition and they were winning. You get to win £100 food voucher, but
of course
to deliver the voucher, it was in or around London. To deliver the voucher, they had the Just Eat representation with the voucher, and we were behind them playing a song. Congratulations, all this shit. Like that was a weird one, but I've played like one funeral that was interesting. I'd
like to imagine your energy at a funeral because you're quite a jovial kind of fella.
Well, you need to be jovial.
You need that, yeah.
Somber. I mean, you could somber. So I had a gig last night. Some old woman come up to me. She was like, "You gotta follow me back on Instagram." I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then she said, "Oh, I'd love you to speak at my eulogy." I was like, "Is it confirmed?" She's like, "No. Just if when
when the time comes, you're going to be in the will, basically."
I was like, "I want to say, is it terminal?"
Yeah. What do you do with that information? It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's quite flattering, though. No one's ever.
Oh yeah. Last night's gig was great, man. It was really busy. Nice crowd, and there was a big hen do that come in at the end. Once the hen do, you just do the bank, like the cheesy songs like Spice Girls. I did S7. Just the songs that are the singy songs that all the women love, you know. But the bride looked like a fucking flag, man. I swear to God, she looked like
Wait, sorry. Did you say she looked like a slag? I missed that.
Flag. She looked like Vicky Pollard that had gone through the Holocaust.
Fuck me.
Anorexic Vicky Pollard, if you can picture that.
Yeah, I've got it.
That. But yeah.
See, I imagine we're like, I don't know how you have the balls to do that every night. Like, do you still get nervous doing it?
Not really. No, not really. No. I love uncomfortable moments at gigs. I like it when
I've seen you handle them. You kind of just like you have a way of just shrugging it off.
The best thing for me is when I'm playing with a band and I'm being really cringe on the mic. Well, hello, we're the Sig band, everybody. We're very tall on stilts today, but let me tell you that, like, I'll keep it going and going because the guys, especially there's a saxophone player I play with. And he's like nudging me. He's like, fucking play the tune. Just fucking play. Carry on, man. You know, carry on. Yeah, I don't know. I love.
I wouldn't be able to. I'd literally wilt in situations. Sorry, 1 second. My son just wants to see.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Like, give me a sec.
Yeah. No bother. Hello, Fight Night Frankie's audience. Hi.
Good night. Sorry, say again?
I was talking to your chat, actually.
Oh, sorry, all right.
I weren't bad mouthing you. I was just saying hello.
That's all right. Everyone does.
Yeah. Not
yeah,
me.
no, you handle those moments really, really well, because it's like I still get nervous doing the things that I regularly do on life. You know, like obviously I'm standing in front of people every day, and it's the same faces most of the time.
Yeah.
But
You must have been
there. I'm like,
first time you talked.
I had nightmares about it going into it.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Like when I was doing my training and everything, I would literally I'd either lay awake at night thinking about it, or I'd dream about it realistically.
There, yeah.
And I'd be like pissing my pants, or the whole. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Like it was. I don't know why I picked a profession that I'm so scared of, but at the same time, it's part of the excitement as well.
You know, you want to be a teacher, but then you don't get as far as the actual. Oh shit! I need to be standing in front of 50 people. I don't know how many people you teach in front of, but you know,
it's varied over the. It's not as many now because I'm in a much smaller place.
Yeah.
But when I was abroad, it could be as many as like 100. I guess it doesn't matter ultimately if it's 20 or 120. The difference is negligible.
Matters because obviously the bigger the audience is, the scarier it seems. You know, kind of. I don't know.
I think when you're scared of just being in front of people anyway, it's like,
oh yeah,
I don't know. The difference is kind of negligible to me anyway. How you doing, Brutally?
This stream just got very cool all of a sudden.
How you doing, lads? How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you well, man.
Yeah,
good.
Can you fucking see through those glasses, you blind cunt? You know?
Yeah, I can see you doing your little Popeye thing. Yeah, give me that spinach. Yeah, I can see. It doesn't look like I can see, but yeah.
Brucey, have you lost weight? You're looking a bit slimmer.
No, I put weight on.
No, it's in your face. Your face looks looks slim. Maybe it's the
Is it the fact that I've got rid of this?
I think it's the hair.
I didn't want to point it out.
The face.
It could be that.
Could be. I'm styling from a weight.
Busted it up the place, man.
Well, I thought because Giuliano's not honoured his bet, I thought
you do it for him.
I'll show him how a real man rocks a fucking tash.
So it's brutally honourable MMA now. Yeah. I like it. Oh, fuck off with you, Man United.
I pulled it out just for.
Oh, he's got Rooney as well. You fucking cunt.
You'd have to have Rooney. He's not going to have a fucking current player, is he?
Yeah.
The taste of victory.
Yeah.
You're not celebrating this, really.
Not Giuliano, okay. That's funny.
What you been talking about, boys?
Bit of football. Bit of football. Weird gigs. Nervousness talking in front of people.
Oh yeah, fucking yeah. I mean, streaming gives me fucking anxiety every time. I come on stream. Yeah, I got massive anxiety.
I feel nervous when I'm about to go on, but then when I'm on, I feel fine. Or like once you get into the flow of it, it's all right.
Yeah. Give me about 30 minutes, I'll be fine. But fucking hell, that first half an hour, anxiety.
Especially as well. I just let people talk for me. Sorry, go ahead.
When I've done like a panel stream, like the technology side of things, I'm pretty bad at. So I get nervous about that. But yeah, once it's loading, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. Because the thing is, you do most of your streams alone, don't you? So it's a bit different.
Yeah, most of them. Yeah. I'll be out and about.
When you first started streaming musical, did you have people straight away?
Yes, I did, because people were waiting for my first stream. Because
you were known in the community, so you had. I
was making videos. I was making guru songs, guru clips. The biggest ones that made me think, oh shit, like my channel's kind of blowing up a little bit, was when I clipped Guru talking about Jesse on Fire. I got a lot of views from that, and obviously Jesse on Fire was commenting on the video and shit, and I was like, I'm just a messenger, man. This isn't my opinion, even though what kind of was as well. I agreed with Guru, but yeah, since then, and then I wanted to get to 1,000 subs, because back then you had to get 1,000 subs to be monetized, and 4K watch hours. So I got that, and I got monetized. Then I did the first stream.
I thought it was still 1,000 now, but it's not now.
500 now. You can get a light monetization, so you can get,
it's like the super chats and shit, and it's
I
super
think
chats.
but you can't get ad revenue yet. But that, for a small channel, that doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah. How about you, Frankie? When you first started, did you have an audience, or did you have to grind it out?
No, it was very small. So like I'd have like maybe 4 or 5 people come in when I first started, which for me was like, I was over the moon with that.
Fucking hell! Fucking hell! When you two had it. I had to do the fucking the dead hours, like where you had to fucking stream to no one and absolutely fucking no one, and you're just talking and you have to pretend, and it's the worst thing that you can ever do, is because a stream relies on its audience.
Yeah,
100%.
It relies on its audience, and when you're streaming to no one, I think that first month, I was like, people will come.
Yeah.
People will come. And then you get 1 or 2, and then all you need is 1 or 2 people, and that it's fine. You have a conversation with them. But that first month was horror. It was fucking horror.
I have experienced that feeling, and I still do to this day. Whenever I do a gig and it's quiet, or no one's interacting, no one's clapping at the end of songs, but there are a few people there.
Oh God,
that same feeling. But I'm just so used to it, and I keep the songs rolling rather than stopping the song and starting. I just do a massive medley. But it's a bit different if you got to just like chat and stuff. But
pushing through it. That's pushing through the anxiety, pushing through the boundaries.
Yeah,
and
you kind of have to go through the grind as well, because it makes you appreciate it when you start getting people up in here. Like it really does. Like I was chuffed just to have 3 or 4. Like Mikey, who's in the chat as well, was one of the first ones I had in here, because I used to do like just videos where I'd have like a PowerPoint and I'd do breakdowns of cards, which everyone was doing a lot better than I was.
Yeah,
but I had a few people sort of that clung on to that. So when I first decided to go on, which was a year after I got into YouTube, there were a few people that were sort of following on what I was doing and had been asking me to do it. So I had a little tiny start, which is all you need, really.
Yeah. I remember, it was probably about a year and a half ago now. It was Weston. Shout out Weston, you little fucking stupid spaz. Sorry, Weston. Weston, so he's a UK streamer like you might like, and I checked you out. And I just remember you sitting there in a really dark room, really dark, with your little tinnies, doing a companion. I think I typed, I think I did. But I remember thinking, oh yeah, he's all right, yeah, this guy. And then, you've built since then, man. I mean, I think you must have only had about 200 subs, maybe less.
Maybe. It could have been, yeah.
But Weston is the promoter, the real promoter.
Yeah, he introduced me to you as well.
Yeah,
so he's kind of like the glue that was putting everyone together. He introduced me to a lot of people, like Dougie's Corner and people like that. So
yeah,
same here.
It's good to have someone like that.
Did you find? Have you found? Frankie, I feel like you've never really been away. But this one's for musical, and maybe Frankie can answer as well. When you took a break, did you find it hard coming back into it, or was it once you did your first stream, you felt fine again?
No, it was nice. When I first moved into the place I'm in now, we've been here about a year and a bit. I took a month off unintentionally. I was just like, right, I'll take a week off. Then that turned into a month. But then when I come back, it was like, oh, I forgot how fun it can be,
Yeah.
So it was. I didn't mean to take so long off, but it was all right coming back. I weren't nervous or anything. If anything, I was excited. I was like, right, we've settled in. Let's get the fucking streams on the go. Do you know what I mean?
It must be nice to come back and then there's an audience is like waiting for you as well. Because I noticed when you came back as well, it just picked up right where you left off.
Yeah, well, there were a few people saying like, "Where's the streams, man? Where's the streams?" and all this shit. Cheddarhead, fat cunt.
Fucking cheddarhead, yeah, that orange.
Music, where's the streams, man? I'm having a break, man.
Did you feel pressure during that time?
Nah, not really.
Or no? You don't care.
Nah, I just moved house. We went from living in literally a fucking cardboard box, the smallest little fucking like studio apartment, just tiny. It was fine. It was all right. went from that to where we are now, and this feels like we've got so much space. Even though this place, it's not massive. It's like it's theoretically a 2-bedroom, theoretically.
Yeah.
But yeah, just really nice living rooms. Got like nice big beams. That's all quite cottagey.
Nice.
Yeah, it just feels so much bigger here, and just the area's really fucking nice, man. It's so nice.
That's a step up from where I am. I walked out into my alleyway because I live above a shop, so there's like an alleyway entrance. That every time I walk through the alleyway, there's another pack of fucking used condoms, skins. There's these skins everywhere. Another empty box thrown in the alleyway. This morning I walked out. There's a bottle of fucking piss.
Oh, lovely.
I'm like, just piss up the fucking wall. Like they had the...
I'd prefer it in the bottle, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you could argue that.
You don't want that lingering piss smell around your waist, Stefan. At least somebody will dispose of the bottle.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm thinking too deeply into this.
Drift it away. I don't want to touch someone's fucking, because someone's held that bottle, touched the cock, wipe the cock juice all over the bottle and pissed all in it, and there'll be piss on the bottle. So I don't want to touch the bottle. So it's just going to sit there.
Oh no, you definitely wouldn't touch it. You assume somebody's going to take care of it.
Just pissed up the wall like a normal person. Pissed up the fucking wall. The rain. It's been raining today. The rain would have swelled it away.
Yeah. Do you know what? I reckon brutally would have been down at the start of that alleyway. He's clocked the bottle, yeah. He's clocked it, and he's like run up to it like, oh, look,
free bottle, yeah, free bottle.
All that's gonna ferment.
You stokey cunt.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour that over fucking Gilly's head. I am fucking Belal. Sorry.
Belal.
What are we drinking, brutally? I knew that was you cracking it open. I could tell.
I'm going to pretend it's a beer, but it's not.
Is it not? Oh, wait.
It's a fucking Rubicon.
Rubicon. Go on then. Okay. Nice.
I haven't seen one of those in a few years.
Yeah. And we got an iced coffee there from Frankie.
Yeah, I don't usually drink them because they're really sugary, but I thought, fuck it, I'll treat myself today after his league victory.
He is.
Here's the boy.
He's lost weight there. And he's gone.
And he's gone. Yeah.
That was nice. Short but sweet. That's what you need, really. That's all you need. I'm sad about that moustache bit. That would have been funny.
Yeah, I think that's dead now. I think too much time. It's not even worth it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my tash until the end of days now.
Yeah.
End of days.
Got a good fucking strong tash there, man. It's massive.
Yeah, it does. I hope I never get pushed into a situation where I have to grow one, because you're going to see what a prepubescent little squirt I am when I have to grow one. Nah, mate.
Yeah.
Denise doesn't
my balls are still level as well.
Yeah.
It's horrible, mate.
The nurse don't like it. What? I wonder why.
I said it was the worst thing she could have said, because now it's giving me more passion and enthusiasm for the tash.
Okay. Yeah.
She just needs to be okay with it, and then I'll be like, I'll get bored and just shave it off. But the more she protests, the longer it's going to get.
The lady doth protest.
See, usually when you're with somebody, you start doing that petty shit about 5 years in, but you're 5 months in or whatever, and you're already starting that shit. This is going to be an interesting ride for you.
Yeah, we just constant.
Yeah. Is she not?
Right, Bodach.
Fart? Does she fart?
She started farting, yeah.
I'm the farter. She's the burper.
Oh right, okay. Here's the boy. He's back. Hello.
What's up, boys?
Hello.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. It's been a nice, sane start to Sunday. It's starting to become regular around here. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just with some bird. I was down at this alleyway behind some shop. We had a great fucking time.
What happened down the alleyway? What happened? No.
Oh, well, she asked me to use protection, but there was no bin, so I thought, down. She's a classy girl.
That sounds like a keeper right there.
Oh, yeah. Were these skins by any chance?
How'd you know?
It wasn't above a shop, was it?
No, round the back.
So happy birthday, boy.
Oh yeah, it's my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, happy birthday! I had no idea.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Did you go punting?
Yes.
Was it nice?
Yeah, it was lovely. I had to go at punting. It's harder than it looks.
Any wobbly
What the
moments?
what the fuck is punting?
And yeah, I nearly fell in.
You got to try and guess what it is.
Punting to me is going on the game.
I thought it like kicking a midget.
I was thinking along similar lines. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought that's what punting meant. It meant
Yeah. You ask if I had any wobbly moments. My little brother was in the boat. So what do you think?
Whoa.
A fucking little shit. Was constantly trying to rock it and make me fall in. But yeah. Yeah, punting. Do you know? Have you never heard of punting then?
No, never. You got me.
something to do with a boat.
Yeah, something to do in
Like a
Cambridge.
race.
So it's like this big long boat, and all you and your mates can jump in, and then one of you stands at the back with a massive pole and pushes it up the river.
Oh.
Sounds fucking awful, mate.
Isn't that like the fucking Italians? Like those fucking like Giuliani.
Yeah, like they're doing Venice.
Men.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah,
they do
the
in
little
Venice.
fucking sausages.
Yeah. But it's lovely, mate. You take yourself out, get away from the city centre. It's lovely and sunny. Crack open some beers, just chill on the water for a bit.
Fair enough. That does sound meant to.
That does sound better. Yeah.
The moment he said beer.
Yeah, I was in. Yeah, you're in.
No, the river is the most Cambridge thing in Cambridge happens on the river because you can be chilling, but you got this boat that comes along and it's got this big Pimm's counter, so you can have your Pimm's.
No, is that what you were thinking, Pimm's? Pimm's lemonade?
No, we had some Pimm's, yeah, but we were drinking beers, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. Did you get drunk or very drunk?
Nah, just a little bit tipsy. It's all right.
A little bit, yeah.
Now my mum was there, so I had to behave. It was a big family thing.
Yeah, that sounds cool, man.
Yeah, if you lads come to Cambridge, mate, we'll go punting. We'll go and do it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not far from Cambridge. I can definitely make that trip. It's no worries.
I need to do that Jesse on Fire video, and I feel like coming to you, Bodach, would be easier than you lot coming down here.
What's Jesse on Fire even doing these days? I haven't seen that fucker in a long time.
Making P Diddy videos. That's all.
Is that what he's doing?
Man. I'm looking now. I've got my laptop.
Of course he is.
P Diddy after P Diddy after P fucking Diddy, man.
He just never shows up. Like he never comes up in the algorithm. He never comes up on the featured page or anything anymore.
I'm
quite glad that because it says a lot about what I'm watching around the side. Because if he's not popping up, I'm definitely watching the right things.
443,000 subscribers.
Fair play to him.
What?
He got a real boost with that the whole Trump situation, didn't he?
Yeah. I know.
Billion fucking views, man. Lucky cunt. It's either like it's like 80% American political stuff, or like it's like the TMZ. It's like Salacious, Epstein, but the Puff Daddy videos. Oh my fucking god, he won't shut up, man. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit, man. I don't.
Nah, neither do I.
To be fair,
it doesn't do anything for me either.
Even though he's got 443,000, I think he's fucked his channel a little bit with branching out into like whatever the fuck he's branched out into, because he's not getting the views anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, he doesn't for 500,000 subs. He's, I mean, what, 54k, 26k, 43k, 29k, 54k. Lucas Tracy gets better numbers than that.
But that's the destiny of every channel, though, isn't it? You peak, you build, you peak, and then your channel slowly dies, or sometimes quickly. But every channel is destined to reach where Jesse on Fires is at some various levels.
What'll happen every now and again? He'll hit a topic where it'll probably take off,
catch fire a bit.
Yeah.
But then
his consistency won't be there
because he's such a grifter. He'll do that topic.
Yeah. He'll do it until it's dead. Yeah.
We'll do it.
So basically, he'll ride the P Diddy train until it falls into the ground, and then he'll jump on something else.
Yeah. Just so many fucking.
Everything kind of works if that's what you're into. Then it can be very successful. It's not really what I'm into. So, but you say fair play. He's clearly got what he wants out of it. So whatever.
The tragic one for me is Sewer King.
Yes.
Sewer King.
Yes.
Is stuck doing KSI, Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
And now he's got
noticed
Mr.
that.
Beast. Like he's broached out onto Mr. Beast.
I used to watch every single one of his videos, and now that it's the same, I kind of don't click on it anymore because it's like
I'm just not interested in those content creators at all.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he would have been better sticking to a niche and sticking within the MMA world or the fight world and doing the same kind of content, because there's plenty of it. He's just not like, but yeah, he's broaching out into these wider context areas, and then he's going to get loads of fans from the KSI coming onto it, and it's going fuck his channel. It's going fuck his channel. The
thing is, he kind of did it a little bit at the beginning. You do like 1 or 2, because I know he was kind of on the Logan Paul thing from the beginning. And the thing is, he's a very talented guy. Like,
he's great.
He's entertaining to listen to.
Yeah,
it's just a tricky one.
My own personal preference, man. It's just me being selfish, really. But I like he's done a few UFC videos, and they're so fucking good, man.
Yeah, they're good.
Islam Makhachev being inbred one is
hilarious.
Oh,
it's
it's
good, man.
So funny.
Yeah,
I wish he had another channel where he just does UFC.
This is what I think people are guilty of right now.
Betty and
Yeah, they're very guilty of like mixing niches and different genres together. When he started as an MMA channel, didn't he? Like, more or less. Or
initially, and he does have another channel where he covers like film and.
I didn't know that.
He's got another channel, and I think he posts on there still. But I just wish for UFC.
I like his character. I just wish it was a bit different from that fucking pedo guy. What's his name? That gamer.
Oh, the
Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect.
He
does look like a smaller version of him, doesn't he?
It's a bit similar, yeah.
It's very similar. I wish it was just a tiny bit more different, but yeah.
He is like a Canadian Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, I think he is Canadian, isn't he?
Yeah,
he is. Yeah. I think he's in America now, but he because I remember he was talking about crossing the border at some point and setting up in America, and I think he disappeared for like a month and then came back.
Yeah.
I think that is actually a style. There's a name for it. I don't know what it is, but like you get like the Kung Fury films and stuff in that sort of fashion.
I was asking the nurse about it earlier, and I was saying it's a style, and I can't think what the style is.
I think it's hair rock.
It's like air rock, yeah. It might be like
hair rock. Hair rock, unless you are saying air, it's just your accent. But hair rock.
Yeah, it's like the future from the 80s perspective, but like what the 2000s were supposed to look like to the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what that's obviously what Dr. Disrespect is going for, and going for that synthwavy sort of vibe.
Yeah.
And the Sewer King is not that far away from it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a funny trap to get into, because once you start making that content, it's very difficult to go back. Because it's like with us, we were into him for his MMA stuff, and now we don't watch anymore that he's drifted away from that. But then he's kind of on a wave of what he's doing with the Logan Paul and stuff from that perspective. So even though he's lost us, he's gained. It depends on what kind of audience he wants.
Yeah,
he milked the Nina drama stuff too much.
Yeah, he did. He did
too many of the same. Oh, look how slaggy she is. Like, it's just Nina drama don't change. It's the same thing. Nothing new ever really happens. I just
there's only one thing to hit her with, and then it's done. It's like it's a very shallow well Nina drama.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've all had a go at her at some point.
Yeah,
there's just not much there. There's no depth.
Yeah. Is there any other smaller content creators that you like that cover UFC?
I don't know if he's small anymore, but I've started watching that JG2.
JG2, yeah. JG2's massive, man.
Yeah, he is, isn't it? But I've only just started watching him though. Like, so I like the way he edits. He edits pretty good.
Amazing, yeah.
I've never heard of JG2.
JG2, dude, I nearly got you the fucking raid off him the other.
Oh, it was that one. Yeah, I literally came off like a minute before.
Viewers or something.
He had a lot of people in there as well. It's crazy.
But he originally blew up from making an MMA guru edit, and he put.
Is that what it was?
Huh?
Is that what it was? Where he blew up from?
Initially, yeah, he had his first little blow up, but he had less than 10K subs at the time. But he's clearly a really good editor. Really nice guy as well. Really safe.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he is pretty good. He's more for that younger. He is part of that younger generation, though, isn't he? Like, he's very much, without being a creepy little fucking weirdo.
Massively anti Jon Jones. He pretty much.
I can get behind that.
Jon Jones videos. Honest to God. Yeah, 1, 2. Just Jon Jones is ducking. He's ducking. Dana's destroying the UFC. That's the topic we could get into. The UFC has never been this dead, ever.
It feels it's fun. We've covered this a little bit, but there's so much to talk about with that. It's just we can go on about this. It's awful.
Well, like some of the decisions and the matchmaking that they're doing right now is not making much sense. It's not making sense at all.
Like they hate the audience. They don't want the audience to have an average entertainment. Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's yours. So it's Thumb's dinner.
You won't be able to see it.
Why does she eat rabbit food?
Yeah. What's the rabbit food then?
What? Noodles, eggs, and some veggie chunks and vegetables and mushrooms.
Oh, why does she eat like a Chinese person?
She's actually Pakistani, you know. A little bit.
Oh, okay.
A little bit Pakistani.
That explains it.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, UFC dead.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've really fallen off my enthusiasm this year.
Yeah. And what do we come back to next week? Oh,
was it an Apex card?
Possibly the worst card of
the worst
year.
card of the year. On paper, it is awful.
You guys have heard Oban Elliott is no longer on that fucking card.
Yeah, he's off. That's a disappointment as well.
He's not on the card anymore. That fight's off. The fight is fucking off.
Thanks for the birthday wishes in chat, by the way.
Oh, you're getting spanned birthdays, nice.
Why is the fight off? Have they said?
He couldn't get his fucking visa sorted.
Yeah, the visa was the issue. Yeah, which kind of is not too bad for him because it's not like it was his fault.
I mean, it could have been his fault. You might have just not organised it.
Possibly.
It could have been.
Hang on. What? You don't need a visa though, do you? You need an ESTA.
I don't know.
Well, whatever it was, he couldn't get it in time.
Yeah.
Oh, they might need a working visa.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more complicated when you go over there to work. Even if it's briefly, it's kind of it's a different situation because you're making money and you have to be taxed and all that shit.
But why?
So it's
he's fought in Vegas before, hasn't he?
Yeah, probably had more time.
I can't remember. I mean, to be fair, it is probably in the long run better that he's on the Baku card. So it's better for the audience than in the fucking Apex. Because he's so good on the mic.
My point is though, the UFC seem to be doing this a lot lately where a week, 2 weeks out from a fight card, we're getting people drop or moved card. Not necessarily like through injuries, just through these weird reasons. And it's almost like they've known a long time, but they've kept it secret. And then last minute done some changes and gone, like, okay, right, we'll let them know now. But I guarantee the UFC knew about these issues way before, because surely you're applying for a visa way further out than this.
It was quite a short notice fight though.
I
think he got matched up pretty late in the day. Like I think it was only a couple of weeks ago, if that. Like, because I didn't even know he was fighting.
Within the past month, it was within a month.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like a full 8 weeks before it happened and whatnot. So
yeah,
I think he comes out. It's a shame because it's another like really winnable fight for him.
Yeah.
But Baku will be better, as Musical said, because he gets to fight in front of a crowd.
If he wins on the microphone, he's great. He's really good, and he's
really good. Yeah.
Really fun to watch. Like he's definitely promising. I think he's gonna he'll clear top 10. I think he'll make top 10. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, I can see that.
I do rate him. I think he's good.
Yeah.
Do you think McGregor was the start of the downfall of the UFC? Because they
for sure
put him on the biggest fucking pedestal.
For sure. Yeah, 100%.
The second he won that lightweight belt up from Eddie Alvarez, absolutely spanked him. And then he went off to boxing. That was the peak. That was peak UFC for me.
It was.
Ever since then, how many years ago is that?
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been 5, 6, I think.
Nothing happened. Nothing.
You know why? You know why that is? Is because of how much that fucked up the lightweight division. It fucked it almost to where he was a champion but didn't fight for what, 2-3 years. They had to strip him, didn't they?
Which you can tell they didn't want to do. They wanted to avoid it at every cost possible.
Yeah. So it held up an entire division for what, 2-3 years, and then they never really capitalized after that, because after the Khabib fight, he's not being consistent. He's fought once or twice every couple of years, and they've not really had much back from him going to boxing. So
but
now,
this is why they didn't. This is why they didn't want him to fight Mayweather in the first place, because they knew how much money he was going to get, and that risk was always there.
And
you know,
exactly. And now they've done that. I feel like they've realized, right, we need to tighten the ship a little bit and not give fighters this much freedom.
Yeah,
because giving them that much freedom and that much control, it ended up fucking the UFC. And now I think the UFC are fucking it even more by taking too much control away from the fighters. And we're in this horrible fucking mess where they're not creating the same kind of characters or building the like Strickland. They could have really pushed on Strickland and really built him, and he was a fan favorite. And I feel like it was the Canadian press conference. He got told to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Backstage, they had a word with him, and they told him.
This is what I was going to say. It's kind of by design a little bit, because you see how the press conferences are now. They're very, very sanitized. And even if you look at like that Diego Lopez and YAIR beef, that was a perfect. They obviously didn't plan for that to happen. Yeah. That would have been perfect to have these two fight each other. And the fact they haven't taken advantage of that shows they're going in a different direction.
And you know, like Rodriguez and Lopez are on the same. Like one beneath is one, so he should fight the next one. And Lopez obviously lost, so like really,
that's where they. It makes sense on every level.
They're in the same.
They're both sort of. I know that Lopez isn't Mexican, but he reps them to some extent. You could have had them fight on a Mexico card where they both make sense.
There's similar abilities.
The beef is there. Similar, yeah. You can see it's a tough fight to pick.
That'll be an amazing fight. But yeah, JPL mentioned it earlier. Volk versus fucking YAIR.
It's mad. It's fucking mad, isn't it? Like, where's that come from?
Yeah. What the fuck? Are they trying to give Volk another win? Or some bullshit?
I think it's the Mexican thing. They badly want a Mexican to be champion. It's a market they really want for some reason.
Yeah, to be fair, I think you're maybe right there, because obviously the second PI that they've made is in Mexico. They do Mexican independence fucking events. They did the Sphere card, which was all built around Mexicans. The Mexican audience for them is the one that they push in the artist. And
well, it's because they've got like there's a couple of markets around the world that are really huge. Like Brazil's one of them. They've already got it. They've got like, you know, France's MMA is kind of high up there. The UK, we're all into fighting as well. They've obviously got America already. Mexico is one of those places that MMA is very, very high up their list of things that the men are into. So they want to lock down that market.
Yeah.
And it's just
why do you think that is? Because how old's Canelo?
Yep.
Canelo's on.
He's on his way out. He's in the twilight.
He's on his way out. It's the perfect time to build up the Mexican fighters, get the Mexican fan base over from boxing to the UFC to MMA, and sort of bypass the next bigger Mexican star in boxing. So I think what they try and do is steal that audience before the next Mexican star rises up.
Yeah.
Because before that it was what's his name? Fucking Golden Boy.
De La Hoya.
He was fucking massive.
He
was fucking massive.
And they show out for their boys.
Yeah.
They do.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know if YAIR is the one to follow though, because he's a bit of a wet wipe.
How the UFC work, I think, is I don't think they need one person. Like I don't think they need that one big guy. I think with the Mexican audience, what they're doing is they try and create several mini stars, not massive stars. Because I don't think they want massive stars anymore. They don't want any more McGregors.
Yeah. I just think even just down to the little things like the Reebok deal, taking away that customization, going to Venom. Then someone said earlier, Tough has been fucking so bad.
Shit.
It's
yeah.
bad. Hopefully this next one will be a bit better because it'll be. But there's no interest. There's no beef. There's no
beef. What they've got Diaz and Jones like as coaches.
DC and Jones. No, sorry. That
DC and Sonnen.
DC and Charles Sonnen.
DC. What's the Jones and Diaz one then?
Some Russian version.
That's in Russia. I'll tell you something though, version? Yeah. I've seen little bits of this, yeah, and it kind of looks reminiscent of like the old Tough, you know, where you just get a bunch of drunken maniacs in there and they just all fuck each other up and get drunk. It looks amazing.
Did you see the clip of Jones in the swimming pool?
I did. What the fuck is he doing?
I mean, there's leaning into the meme and there's leaning into the.
I think that's what he's been advised to do. You know,
leaning right up another man's fucking arsehole, man. It's that close to gainal sex. It's so fucking close. What is he doing, man? What is he doing?
I think it's all trolling at this point. I think he knows, that narrative's not going to die, and he's just leaning into it now.
But to lean into
fuck it,
being a gay man when the accusations seem plausible,
very plausible.
Plausible is CTE level. It's CTE.
And having Russia, this is what Betty's saying here is, I mean, they've got the formula right. You just get a bunch of crazy Russian dudes who put it in Thailand, which if any of you guys have been there, is the wildest place in the world.
Yeah, never been.
They're onto a winner here. That's amazing.
Is that actually being broadcasted or just recorded? Does anyone know? Is it being aired anywhere?
I'm not sure.
I'd imagine they are going to somewhere, but
yeah,
I don't know. Don't they film like so many episodes before they start broadcasting?
Yeah, it's probably something like that. Yeah,
but yeah, that I don't know. Will they subtitle it? You'd hope they would.
Sure. I mean, it's probably not even going to be for a Western audience, I would imagine. But
they'll be weird that they've got Western fucking coaches.
Yeah. Well, it's just because they're
such a random thing as well. Jon Jones and Nate Diaz.
They must be
mad one.
Yeah, they've set up Diaz though, haven't they? They've set him up because the fucking Russians hate him. They absolutely fucking hate him. It caused the brawl. That guy was trying to avenge Abib for fucking the fallout they had about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
and it caused the fucking riot. And they were saying, I don't know if you've seen what's his fucking what's his fucking name? Part of the Diaz camp. One of the
Jake Shields.
Jake Shields. He went over there as part of the coaching team, and he's released a video on it. And he says he thinks they got set up because the amount of like Dagestani Russians and Russians that were in that room at that time, they were like, this is going to go one way. This is, and he said behind the camera, there must have been about 100 Russians in that building. And when it kicked off, they thought, fuck, we're fucked. We're fucked. And everyone was flying everywhere. It wasn't the fighters that were getting involved. It was all these other random people that were just there. Not even fucking fighters that were getting involved. So they seem to think they were set up.
Yeah.
It seems very plausible. Maybe he thought he was safe in Thailand. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you'd think, I mean, I would have assumed that Nate Diaz would think it through, but it is Nate Diaz.
Well, Jake Shields mentioned this. He said he got the call last minute and he was talking about it as if he had more time to think it through, he probably would have advised against it. But because it happened so quick, yeah, it happened so quick, it was like a snowball effect. And the next minute, they're in this fucking weird situation. But are they still filming it or?
I don't know. I'll see clips now and again on Twitter.
I'm assuming they are.
I'm assuming because I know Jake Shields flew back. He's back in the US now. Like that was the opening episode. I think that they were filming.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with it, man. But just fuck Jon Jones anyway. Who gives a fuck, man? I can't believe they're doing Aspinall this dirty. I can't believe it, man.
Yeah, it's kind of on the UFC at this point because as much as Jon Jones has said that he's made himself clear in terms of what he wants. So it seems like it's the UFC now. It's gone back on them that they're kind of dicking him around. It's horrible.
They've both said it, haven't they? Aspinall and Jones. Jones has said his position's not changed and he's told the UFC. and Aspinall's had meetings and told the UFC, and it does seem like it's Hunter Campbell playing puppet master, and either they've got the fight booked and they're not announcing it, and they like this back and forward, this because it drives. It's like free marketing, isn't it? Like everyone's talking about their fighters. It's free marketing, free advertising. So they might just drag it out, and then in a month or two they might announce it.
Like the optics of it. Why would you want your fans, the fans of your sport, to be frustrated, downtrodden, angry?
Because they can just turn around and blame each other. Like the UFC is ultimately going to say Jon Jones refused to fight, and that's what it's going to come down to.
And his excuse will be, "Well, I said this is how much money I want, and they're the ones that declined."
I don't think it's going to be the money thing. I don't think it is that. I don't think it's the money.
Million, man, and it was some ridiculous amount of money. No, he ain't gonna fight. You know he's retired. No way he's stepping in that bookmark this.
But then he's come out and said he's come out and said he's not retired.
He ain't fighting. So he's doing what McGregor's
He's definitely not fighting Tom. Not now.
Yeah, he's doing what McGregor's done, man.
Yeah, true.
More likely to go back down to light heavyweight and fight Yuri or some bullshit. I don't know. More likely to do that than fight Aspen.
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't fight again.
He's not real. He won't. I don't think.
Especially now that he's just been paid by this Russian TV show as well. He probably got at least a few million for that. The pressing urge isn't there.
Yeah. Aspinall should fight Garner. I agree with that, Hank. Aspinall should fight Garner. Pocket man, just move on. Move on. Then that's what Ferguson did with the fucking Khabib thing, and that went all wrong, didn't it? Against Gaethje. It's a risk.
Yeah. So it was a slight. It was. I mean, you're right. It's similar. It's similar. He should just move on though, because it's been a year since he's fought.
So would you strip him?
Jones, absolutely.
He should be stripped already just for being inactive.
Rotter. It's an absolute rotter.
What if he came out? What if after all this they do put on that fight?
Fair play. Let's bring it on.
Who's at fault for this though? Who's at fault for this? Like for this?
The UFC, man. It's the UFC.
I think it's the. I was thinking it was Jones, but I actually think he's already said no, and the UFC are just like, well, we've got a couple title fights lined up. We might be able to convince him before November. He might change his mind, and that's why they haven't announced it. But I think as things stand now, he's just like, I don't really want to fight now. I don't think he wants to give Tom the opportunity as well. I think he just doesn't like him.
What has Tom done to Jones? What the fuck has he done?
He said that a few times in interviews, hasn't he? And I don't know why, but he really doesn't like Aspinall at all.
There's only one reason he doesn't like Aspinall. It's because he's fucking good.
Yeah,
that's the issue. That's the real thing. That's the real thing. Because I think if he doesn't like someone, he'll be like, well, I'll just go in there and beat them up. And then he's like, I don't like him. And if he beats me, this is going to be the guy to take my legacy. And he's just not having any of it.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Because we know how fickle the fans are. As soon as Jon Jones gets battered, we're all going to be like, see, he's not the GOAT. And then we're all going to... And I've been saying this from day one, his legacy is more important to him than money. He wants to be seen as the guy.
Yeah, true. That's why he's stalling, man. Yeah. I mean, he could be Aspinall.
Actually, someone's just mentioned something here, right? And this could tie into it. If, for example, I'm not saying this could be it, but we have got the broadcast deal that's ending this year.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah,
it ends at at the end of 2025. They'll be signing that new deal towards the end of 2025. The first event will be the first pay-per-view of 2026. Who are they going to put on that card? They're going to want the biggest for the first ever fight, because it's most likely going to be Netflix. Yeah. That is the leading contender for the new broadcast deal. Could end up going back to ESPN, but let's say they are looking for that Netflix deal. They're going to want the biggest fucking event that they've ever put on for that first ever Netflix show. Could that tie into it?
I would love it to go on Netflix, but do you guys remember the shit show of that Mike Tyson fight?
Yeah.
How bad the service was.
But they've rectified that now. They've started doing wrestling events live every week.
Have you watched any? Has it been?
Yes, yeah, I did. I did watch some of the events, and they have rectified that. It is They are spot on now. And don't forget, ESPN fucked up not long ago, and they've been broadcasting a long time.
How did they fuck up?
One of the events, they went down, didn't it, during one of the pay-per-views?
ESPN's kind of known for this as well, though. Sometimes their streaming is a bit iffy.
I fucking hate ESPN, man.
Yeah.
BK. Shut the fuck up. I want to see the fucking corner rowing with the fighter for being shit. I don't want your burger down my fucking gob, man. Fuck off. Every round, have it your way. Fuck off, man.
So that advert is notoriously terrible.
Taste the piss, man. It's all right. You won't have adverts in the main event though. But the previous 13 fights is going to be 15 adverts per fucking fight.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, man.
Dog shit.
Also, another thing that fucking irks me beyond recognition is when there's an early knockout on a card, they've got no filler. They're not ready. They're not prepared for it. All they've got is a repetition of the promo of the main fight. Is there nothing you guys can do? Can you not have someone backstage with some type of interview with, this fighter is warming up, let's have a few words while you warm up.
Yeah. It's awful. And they shift to the studio every now and then, but then we've got to deal with like fucking Michael Chiesa and all that for a couple of minutes, and it's just might as well not bother.
Well, Anthony fucking Smith, man. But it's always like it's be early knockout, we'll have the interview, then we're taking a short break for 5 fucking minutes. Just a loading screen as if it's fucking DVD going around the fucking court. I'd rather that, man. Rather the DVD thing. Oh, wicked. Oh, we got the corner before, let's hit the corner there. Something. They got nothing, man. Sorry.
No, it's part of the whole problem, isn't it? It's
Americans and the fucking adverts. So I don't know if you've ever watched American TV though. They have more adverts per TV show than in the UK. Like they'll have them it's weird at the start of some shows. They'll have like 3 adverts in the first 20 minutes of the fucking show. Like it's weird.
It's why I can't get into American sports as well. You know how everything is stop, start, and then it's adverts all the way in between.
Don't start with American football.
Fuck them.
All the Americans in chat are gonna start
fuck them
raging, man.
Yeah, but it is shit, isn't it? Like I don't know how they can watch NFL, fucking probably NBA is the most active, and NHL because they have quarters, don't they? And it's consistent. Whereas every time they start in American football, we've got a fucking a 20-yard pass, and then they reset for about 10 minutes, don't they?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like the break and the action.
The people in the audience are like firing T-shirts into the crowd. Like, look, we're entertaining you guys. Look, here's Rihanna.
Yeah.
Fuck about Rihanna.
Spastic. Come have a T-shirt, you fucking
look, John. Potato. Oh, look at this wacky thing out. Look, here we go.
It's not musical. I love how you said don't provoke them, and then you've just gone in. I love it.
I have
couldn't help it.
We've chat so many times about American.
Yeah, but it is true. Like
they should rename it to American soccer. How about that? Leave football out of it, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. At least we get a consistent 45 minutes. It might be boring as fuck sometimes, but at least we're watching what we came to watch.
The games today seemed a bit underwhelming. Not a lot of goals scored today, man. For the last,
it wasn't a great advert. It wasn't a great advert for the game.
You got to remember, this is a season with no tournament, so this is when the players finally actually get to go on holiday and get a break. Because footballers only really get a break every 2 years.
Yeah,
so they're checked out, mate. Because this is their actual break.
Yeah.
Most of them were dead rubbish for sure.
Yeah, and when there's a tournament coming, they're playing to impress to make national teams, so they play to their best until the end. Yeah, so there's nothing to play for.
England are playing soon, I think. Are they playing next week? I think
so. They've got it's like some little minnow team. I think it's Armenia or someone.
It's always some bullshit team, man.
Fuck it. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah,
but I don't understand this American. I don't watch American sports for that reason.
Yeah,
it's the same with all of them.
So I think soccer would be football. Sorry, football would be great if they used 2 balls. I've had this idea for so many years. Imagine a massive square football pitch, and you've got Aston Villa and Everton versus Liverpool and Birmingham City. And there's a goal on each side. There's the Everton goal, there's the Liverpool goal, there's the Blues goal, and there's the Villa goal.
Can you imagine trying to referee that game?
Mate,
Imagine that shit.
imagine that. Russia needs to fucking run with that idea. That would be carnage.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I'm surprised Russia haven't ran with that fucking idea. Like,
That's definitely a Russian game.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
I'm surprised five-a-side football isn't televised and popular.
It's kind of getting up there.
It's getting there, isn't it?
It's getting there, yeah.
Is it called the Power League? Who is the, was it Piqué, Gerard Piqué, and another player from Barcelona? They set up, I think it's called the Power League, where at the start of the game, you get a randomized card, like a power card. One will be a free penalty kick at any point in the game. You can use your power card, and it's like it's a small 5-a-side or 7-a-side games. A bit like the rush mode, like there is a league now.
There's something in the UK as well, and I only knew about it because it popped up. The Sidemen have teams in it. They don't compete in it, but they run teams in this league, and I don't know why it's fucking.
Is it like the ex-footballers, like legends, as well?
Yeah, it's a Legends League.
Not sure.
Is that 9-a-side on a Legends League? Because it's not full 11-11, is it? It's a
and those guys can still ball out as well. Like fucking.
I think it might be 7-a-side, or I think it might be 7 or 9-a-side with the Legends. Well, if Jiggy was here, he'd tell us, wouldn't he? We'll know.
He might do, yeah. I think Jiggy's lost his head today at the football.
Okay, the one I was thinking of, it's called the Bowler League.
That's
it's a six-a-side football that started in Germany a couple of years ago. But that's getting really big. That is, we've just, I think, started it over here the last year or so.
Yeah,
it's a lot more fast-paced and skill-based as well. So it's a different thing for football altogether. It's just a different sport, really.
It'll be a place for the future Messis to go where they can like play out their twilight years.
Man, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because Messi would be able to thrive in leagues and pitches that size up like into his 40s easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be unbelievable.
Is there any fights you guys are actually looking forward to this year?
I'm kind of looking forward to the Charles and Topuria fight.
I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of that, who've you got?
Drickus and DDP.
I've got a confession.
Well. Sorry, Drickus.
I'm going to refuse to answer this question because every time I pick a fight, you lot just give me a reason why I'm wrong and should hate it.
Listen, your reason is your own reason. It doesn't matter if people roast you for it. It don't matter.
Yeah, just take the roasting.
Yeah, move on.
Just bend over, take the roasting, and we'll move on.
I think the most hyped fight this year is DDP Chimaev, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But another hype fight, obviously, is Topuria Olivera. But with a level of disappointment because it should have been Makhachev. Should have been.
I was going to ask you guys about this because because it kind of leads us into the, like the conversation about having simultaneous champions. Like, how do you guys feel about the UFC going down this path where they're like just stripping people as soon as they decide to go up? What's your thoughts on it?
Because they're not holding up 2 fucking divisions there.
I think it's common sense.
Yeah. Unless they can remain active and fight. But to remain active, you'd have to fight in each division 2 times.
2 times. You'd have to fight 4 times a year.
Would you consider a champion to be active if they fought twice a year? Or is that a little bit under?
That's the standard now.
Twice would be fine.
Minimum twice a year.
Yeah.
3 times a year is goated. Like, Izzy, to be fair to him, he would always fight 3 times a year.
And Volkanovski as well.
You got to remember like the Volkanovski situation as well, where the first fight, because he did so well, it then got him an immediate rematch, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So sometimes that'll happen, and it just you end up.
To be fair, the rematch was more him. The rematch was more him saving the card, though. It's not that he necessarily earned it. It's just that something else pulled out, and then he.
I mean, he fucking.
Because I don't think he would have got it.
One could argue that he won that first Makhachev.
When I watched it live, I thought Makhachev won, but I've watched it since, and I kind of leaning on Volk now. I kind of thought Volk won.
The way the fight ended as well.
Yeah.
With Volk raining down fucking blows on top. Makhachev gassed out, man. Struggling.
Yeah.
He got dropped from what I remember.
Yeah.
Got dropped.
Did, yeah.
On him and was just fucking pounding him out, man. But
second fight settled it though, didn't it?
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, but I mean, he shouldn't have taken that fight. Like, he's fighting a champion on short notice. It was a stupid decision on Volk's.
And he looked flat. He did look flabby.
Yeah.
He did. It
was a stupid decision because outside, he talks about his outside, like he's just as bad as like some of the rest, like Paddy. Outside of competition, when he's not training,
he switched his off.
Beers. Yeah, he's on the beers. He's in barbecue mode. He's fucking putting that shrimp on the barbie.
Which you should do, really. You should take time off and like re-energize a little bit because that's how you clap out quickly.
He went from that to fight camp almost immediately. And I'm sure it was already halfway through the fight camp, Islam, at the time when he
was in the middle of he didn't even, I think Volk didn't even have a camp. He just, because it was basically weight cutting, because it was like 8-9 days notice. So
was it 8-9 days?
Yeah,
so he didn't even have a fight camp at all. It was just straight into weight cutting.
Straight into it, yeah.
Which would have depleted him because he would have been bigger than he would have been anyway because he didn't have a fight camp, so he wasn't training. So he's gone straight from fucking everyday life to doing a weight cut.
Who have you guys got for Topuria, Olivera?
It's a good question.
It's I'm so torn. I am so torn. I think it's going to be what's swaying me is the fact that how good Charles looked in his last fight. The fact that Charles didn't look. I've never seen a fighter at this stage of the career change how they fight. Like normally, Charles is like mad in those scrambles. He's not calculated. He rushes in. He makes stupid mistakes, but he's good in the scrambles. That last fight, I've never seen him more calculated and more fucking
just dialed in the whole time.
Pressure is crazy, man.
And how he looked in that last fight, it was. He made some really good adjustments, and I like that. But Topuria's power, fucking hell.
Yeah,
I feel like if he lands on Charles, we know Charles gets rocked. We know he can get 8 and he can get 8.
I think the size discrepancy is the biggest factor in that fight, man. And yeah, you're right. But he could get clipped and get dropped and knocked out easily. Of course he could. But I'm leaning Olivera. I think Olivera is gonna just be first to out scramble him. I think he's gonna be there. And what if he gets him down early? He's gonna fucking break his spirit, man.
Yeah, I think if it goes to the ground, Charles is just it's another world, isn't it?
And that's where the play as well, man. Do you know what I mean?
There's two factors, like you say. There's the weight and height. Like I've got the tail of the tape up, and it's 5'10", 5'7", and the reach. He's got a 5-inch reach on Topuria. The only thing is, don't forget Charles is like 35, 36. You know, Topuria's coming into his prime. 28.
Yeah.
Athletic.
I'm gonna go. I'm going with Topuria for that reason. I think just the youth and the.
Okay.
I think it's going to be razor close. I don't know.
Topuria,
tough one.
Bodach, who you go? Bodach, who you going?
I don't know until the AI tells me what to think.
What's your gut feeling? What's your gut feeling?
Gut feeling, I think Topuria. I think.
So Frankie Topuria, Bodach Topuria, brutally.
Charles.
Yes.
See what I mean?
Charles.
Do you see it? This is why this is a great fight. I'm not sure.
It's
a great fight.
I'm not sure. I'm just edging towards how Charles was in that last fight. If he fights like that, he beats Ilya every fucking day.
Yeah.
I think.
What we should put a forfeit on the line here. If we've got 2 and 2, I think we should put a forfeit or think about it at least.
I'm down for that.
Think about it.
I mean, I'm not overly confident, but.
Oh, neat. I don't think any
it makes it fun.
That's what's good about it. These are the kind of fights that we want.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad backup fight to get rather than because I thought Ilya would have been very undersized against Makhachev. I didn't like that matchup for him at all, and I'm a big Ilya fan. I think this is a closer matchup.
Yeah,
but I want to say if Topuria does beat Charles, and he beats him convincingly, I don't think there's a man in that division that touches him then.
Yeah.
If he can beat Charles.
To JDM.
I think he beats Makhachev. Look what Volt
Topuria.
did to Makhachev. Yeah. Look what Volt did to Makhachev. I think Topuria is a younger, better version.
Yeah.
I do. I think he's a younger, better version.
No, man.
And I think he beats him.
Makhachev in that fight. I just think, again, it all comes down to size, man. You could be as good as you, but if you're massively undersized,
and he would be,
size is key.
He looks like a small 145er. I don't understand this. He needs to go up to 155.
He's bigger than Volt though. Like this is what we've got to realize.
Volk
is dense.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. He is dense, but like Ilya's like what's Volk? Is he like 5'4"?
Yes, he's tall. He's taller, but Volk is a fridge and way more slender than Volk.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
But yeah, you're right. I think he is. He seems undersized for featherweight. He really does.
I kind of give credit to Makhachev though for doing it, because people are talking about like he's running away from Ilya. Like running into JDM is like a much harder fight. Like JDM's fucking
not in Makhachev's mind. Makhachev thinks he's got that, because don't forget, JDM has had a lot of questions along the way. Split decision, Basil Hafez. He's losing the fight against a fucking massively washed Gilbert Burns. And the others, I can't remember the others, but so Makhachev's probably sniffing that, thinking, yeah, man, that's fucking
you can see the holes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to be a tougher fight because he looks sensational against Belal. He looks takedown defense was there.
Man, fucking hell. Is that when he was on bottom at, I think, round 4, I think he was getting half guard camped, or side control. Belal had side control, and he just fucking bucked up.
Boosted his way out of it, yeah. He's definitely improved that side of his game. So
much better. And just his striking defense is what I'm impressed the most by. His striking defense is fucking amazing. The way he does that with his elbows.
Very high guard, yeah.
Like defend the takedown. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I like that fight for him. But again, I'd rather get those 2 fights than get like Ilya and Makhachev, which I feel like, because for Makhachev it felt like a lose-lose. Like if he beats Ilya, people are just gonna go, you beat up another small guy. And if he wins, or if he loses, it's like you lost to a little guy.
Yeah.
There's no gain in it for him. Whereas
but it has to,
I can see why he did it.
With Topuria, man, you know, he is that good.
He is.
You know.
And that's why I'm edging him against Charles. I just think that and I don't think we've seen the full Topuria yet, because his wrestling is very good.
Yeah.
It's a great fight though. It is one to look forward to. And so while we're on that, because I want to get your opinion on this as well. Who have you got with DDP and Hamza? Because I haven't heard you talk about this yet.
I'm going Dricus. I think Dricus, if he can survive round 1, you know, we've all heard this take. If he can survive round 1, it's a fucking different fight, man. It's a massively different fight.
I don't even think it needs to be the full round, though. I think off a round.
Yeah.
Off a round, and after that, I feel like Amzat's going slow, dramatically down. Off a round, if he can survive off a round,
especially if he can demoralize him. You know, shock off 1 or 2 takedowns, and then it'll be like, ooh.
Getting Chimaev into the 3rd and 4th round is.
If it gets past 1, I think he's done. Like, I think it would be that simple.
Really is.
I'd love DDP come out and take Amzat down.
Yeah,
that would be the biggest fucking. You know, like if Amzat got taken down in that first round, fuck me, he is going wilt and fucking crumble in a matter of a fucking minute, because he hasn't got it. Mentally, he'll quit. And we saw that with the whole COVID thing, where when he caught COVID, he had a fucking common cold and he was crying, saying he was going to quit, and that's the end of my career. I'm never going to fight again. He's a little baby. He is a little fucking moaning arse fucking baby, and he can.
Also, do we want this guy as champion? Do we want him as champion?
So
inactive, man. He's got.
That's the issue. Yeah,
he'll have the McGregor eyes. He's already got the fucking McGregor eyes. The way he carries himself and how inactive he is, man. Fuck hell.
I'm worried the fight doesn't happen though. I'm worried there might be a bigger reason why he's been fighting in the Middle East for the fucking last couple of years.
Well, it's the Kadyrov link, isn't it, man? People have said that.
Yeah, I know the Kadyrov link.
Yeah.
Is there more to it though that we don't know about? And is he going not turn up?
Yeah, maybe.
I think if you're linked to that guy, you're always going to be on some kind of list.
Yeah.
Because
imagine being in that predicament. Like, you can't say no. Like, you dance for my wife. Have you seen the clip of him dancing?
Yeah.
Dance for my wife. Like, fucking hell, man.
Yeah. Well, Kadyrov put on the fucking wedding for Amzat, didn't he? He
Did
put
it?
on his wedding, yeah. Haven't you seen the fucking videos of it? Fuck me. Yeah,
he seems genuinely scared of him when he's around him as well.
Yeah.
He seems nervous around him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like a can't say no.
Fucking Abdelaziz sent a crew of them over there to fucking
yeah, he sent Gaethje, Usman, and who else did it? Was it Cejudo? He sent them right up there.
What are they doing? The fuck are they doing, man?
They probably got told, oh, we'll take you on a little tour around Russia, and then fucking all of a sudden they get sideswept by the fucking Russian mob.
Yeah, they probably had to have wet baggies over their head to get to where they were fucking going as well, man.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So those are basically the two. This is all we've got to look forward to. It's those two really that's on the immediate horizon anyway.
Yeah. Well, three if you count JDM. Is JDM Makachev confirmed?
It's going to be next,
but they haven't got a date. They haven't got a date for it.
It will be at the end of the year. I think what they're probably planning on doing is if they don't manage to bag Jones and Aspinall, sorry to go back to that again, it will be that in that slot, hopefully, because they need like an end of year banger.
Yeah.
You know what we haven't mentioned? It's going to be a good fight, but no one gives a flying fuck about it. Holloway versus Dustin.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's going to be.
It'll be a scrap.
No one cares.
It'll be a scrap.
Yeah, and the fact that it's headlining a fucking pay-per-view is ridiculous.
That is mental. Yeah, that is crazy, man. But
it's mental. Headlining a pay-per-view, no one cares. It holds no weight. Dustin should be fighting Colby. We know that was the fight to make. The bad blood. It would have been great for them to fight.
I want to see Colby versus Gary, man.
That needs to happen. But as a little side quest, I feel like Dustin's last fight, have a feud fight. Not this. This is just dumb. It goes back to the matchmaking shit.
Man. And he's
I don't want to see Buckley and Colby. Sorry, not Buckley. Colby and Gary. I don't want to see it.
Yeah. Why?
I just think it would be Colby's completely washed. Yeah, and I just think it's an easy fight for Gary now. I don't want to give him any more layups. I want to see him get Sean Brady or someone that's going to fuck him.
Yeah, there's Sean Brady. There's a fella that to watch out for, man. He looked amazing against Edwards.
He did.
You know what I mean?
For what that's worth now, but he still looked great.
Yeah.
That's the trouble with this whole welterweight thing as well, because we're not going to get JDM and Islam to the end of the year, and then you've got four guys really who are sitting around. You've got Usman or Buckley, you've got Gary, you've got Sean Brady, and you've got Shavkat.
Yeah.
And what are they? They've got two of them have got to fight at some point.
Yeah.
Because whoever sits around waiting is probably going to get shafted.
Yeah. I mean,
who else?
Not many. That's about it. Worth noting. I saw something about Carlos Prates versus MVP. I think that would be a good scrap.
Yeah. MVP has a way of making things really fucking dull, though.
I know, yeah. I'm not the biggest MVP fan.
You're gonna win against a striker. He'll win every time. He's too rangy and he fights too defensively.
You know?
Yeah.
And he can have a crazy knockout, and he's like, "Wow, this guy's amazing." But I feel like he's over that hump now. I feel like people are they're onto it. Do you know what I mean?
They're doing Fluffy and Roman Dolidze as well. Okay. I know a lot of people don't love that one, but yeah. I'm a big Fluffy fan. I kind of feel like they're doing him dirty a little bit.
I think he's good, man. He's I want to see him versus DDP just for the who's got the better cardio.
That's a Chad fight right there.
Yeah, that would be a great fight.
Really good. It could happen maybe next year. You know,
definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. I think we're mostly caught up then, boys. This has been a good one. I'm enjoying this.
Is there any other questions on your list that we haven't talked about?
Let me have a look.
Most of them, isn't it?
I don't know. Maybe.
I was going to talk about Belal, but I don't really want to talk about. There's no real point to that.
Well, can we talk about it enough so brutally can pronounce Belal?
Belal.
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 Belal. I can't do it in a Middle Eastern accent, sure.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much covered. I think we pretty much covered most of the stuff. But if there's anything else that the chat want to talk about, I mean, we can always. I'm not sure when you're planning on going on, Bodach, but
about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, perfect. What?
Dip and Frankie, you catch up with your chat.
Sounds good. Look, guys,
before you go, hold on. I've got a request for chat, right?
So I missed something. What?
Bodach, stay there 1 second.
Okay.
Chat, this is a request. I want you, chat. Yeah, all of you fucking fat bastards. Sorry. I want you to get all of your birthday emojis, get them ready in chat, and get it copied. Copy it, all of the birthday emojis you can possibly summon from your device, okay? You got about 10 seconds, okay? What's this? Oh, it's a musical instrument.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Right, ready. Happy birthday for Bodach. If you're joining late, it's Bodach's birthday. Bodach MMA. Google nonce MMA. Sorry, that was a bit rude, but we'll stick with it. Birthday, Cheddar, get your fucking birthday emoji ready now. Spam it, everyone spam it. Happy birthday to you. Everybody point at him. Happy birthday to you. Point at your dreads. Happy birthday, dear Bodach. Happy birthday to you.
Take it easy, brother. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thanks,
musical.
Guys.
Cheers, Frankie.
So, Bodach, when you're on, just send a link over, and hopefully we can all transition over there. But happy birthday again! Thanks for turning up.
Yeah, you on Discord?
Yes.
Yeah, you jump in my Discord chat, mate, and then I'll put you all through.
Perfect. Thanks, brother.
Cool. No worries.
All right, guys. Well, as always, thanks for turning up on the old Sunday. Always appreciate you. I'm glad we managed to keep this somewhat drama-free or entirely drama-free. I was not expecting that. So I'm very happy. We've got a few things coming up this week. There's obviously going to be a few more collaborations. Dougie, I need to hit you up at some point as well. Shout out to Dougie's Corner. Make sure you're subscribed over there. Definitely planning on doing something together soon. Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure having each and every one of you here. I think what I'll do is I'm going to hang around for a little bit longer just to make sure that we can transition into Bodach. Because if there's anything else you guys want to talk about in the meantime, I'm happy to address anything for those people who want to hang around for the transition. Appreciate you, Dougie, as always. Frankie, are you gaining weight? Getting more fucking swollen, mate. Not really. Not really. I've got a weird body dysmorphia issue where I gain and lose weight. I'm one of those weird people who I get a little bit buffer and then I'm like, oh, I'm a bit too chunky, and then I try and shred myself down, and then I get shredded down and I'm like, shit, I'm too skinny. So I think I've got some weird condition. Frankie smokes Bodach in one. I don't think so. You need to stop trying to get me beaten up, bro. I'm like the shortest member of well, not the shortest member of our UK crew. I'm definitely the most soy, for sure. But I appreciate the faith you have in me, and I'm glad you've stopped trying to go after my booty as well. That helps a lot, man. It feels a lot safer having you in here. Okay, now let's talk about drama. I was waiting for somebody to bring this up. We talked about it. Frankie mentioned Dougie's protest at the Apex. That's 100% should happen. I'm amazed that nobody brought it up sooner. Joel looks more Chad. You must be on TRT. I've just got my fucking ugly face too close to the camera, mate. See, I usually sit this far back so you can see the angles. And I'm wearing this zesty sweater as well, so. Can we, the MMA community, pull off a protest at the Apex the day before 317? We absolutely need to. We need to carpet bomb that motherfucker at some point as well. You need a long off season to bulk, Fat Night Frankie. What I'm doing is I'm just like cram eating. That's how I bulk. Because I exercise a fair amount, but not enough to actually get some serious gains, you know? So it all depends on what I eat. It's like a 90%. 90% of the battles in the kitchen. Violent protest by the Führer. Dougie, everyone being a weapon. Dougie, if you lead that charge, I'll get over there immediately. Oh, Dougie, bring in the weapon. That makes a lot more sense. I just had this image of you in our mind, just of Dougie leading the charge and him using us as like human missiles that he fires at the apex. Useless, I kept seeing you guys in the no-chill chat last night. Type, what the fuck? I've seen the majority of that no-chill stream, and it was, I'll be honest with you, yeah, this might sound controversial to some of you, yeah. I don't think it was all that damaging. That's my opinion on it. I mean, it was certainly entertaining. And No Chill, as the king of trolls, reigned supreme, obviously. What was making me laugh about that is, like, whoever he was interviewing was, like, saying stuff, and then he was, like, he was forgetting what they were saying and then going back and asking it again. It was so entertaining. Frankie, I'm for real about moving in. Pull up, bro. Got plenty of space. And you're one of the boys. You are one of the boys. Why are UFC fans mad again? About what particularly? A human catapult, yeah? Yeah, I'm 2 hours in. It's insane, to be honest. To be honest, yeah, I skipped the first part because everyone who was telling me about it was, oh, you've got to join it like halfway in. Because I think the first part is sort of like build up, and then like halfway in, it starts with Giuliano coming in, and then one of his, I don't know, one of his exes or whatever coming in. And I don't think it was like overly damaging or anything like that. It was just sort of, it's another layer on this shit crusted sandwich, is what it was. I'm not sure about this whole, like, because again, there's been so much back and forth between both of them. And I'm sure they're both, well, maybe they're both listening now. But I've said privately to both of them to just cut it out because all of us could see where this was heading. We could all see it. And I know it's entertaining for a lot of people, but when it gets to like the doxing and the threats and this lawsuit, this and all of that, it just gets way too messy. I mean, it's the first thing that it says in YouTube, the YouTube guidelines. It's like protect your identity or whatever the fuck it says and just keep it civil. And we haven't been doing that. I guess this means Gilly won by default. The only people that are gonna win from this, purely, like, quite frankly, is the audience. Because it's the people in chat and the people in community you dive in who are gonna get the most amusement out of this. I imagine Clown Show's fucking coming in his pants though. He's got another 8 hours of fucking content to get through now. He could probably do an entire 8-hour stream just on that. A cot next to the bed. You think I have a guest house? How rich do you think I am? I mean, I've got floors. I mean, you can have your own floor. That made me sound even richer, didn't it? Yeah, Sniff, you can have your own floor. I live for that stuff. I appreciate the honesty, Andy. I really do. I mean, calling it what it was. The Mega stuff was very surprising. Feels like she likes to gossip. The thing is, yeah, I don't think she came across that badly. But I feel like it was a weird one where she was like, I couldn't figure that out, to be honest. I don't want to get too deep into it because, like I said, Giuliano's a friend of mine. But I think what made it difficult for me is like looking at the whole stream. I've been advising him for weeks to just let it go. And I've been saying the same thing to Lane. But then when I tuned in halfway on, Giddy was going on about the things that I said to him, avoid, don't do that. The thing is, it's not even a case of who's won out of the two of them. It's kind of just, there's no winners really, apart from the people who are watching and entertaining and being entertained by it. That's the only one who's winning here. But I do think it will blow over. I got the feeling that last night was like, I do think it will go on for another couple of weeks because people obviously love the drama. But I feel like last night was kind of where it peaked. It's like mud has been slung on both sides. I don't know how much ammunition they both still got on each other. But it will just feel like a rehashing of the same thing. It's going to take one of them to finally just be like, I can't be fucked with this anymore and just stop. And I don't think we're quite there yet. If Zuck heard what she was saying, he wouldn't be happy about it. She's a woman. Of course, we like to gossip. The ironic thing, Grimy, is apparently we all like to gossip. Men are just as bad in that regard. We just like our gossip with a little more like steam on it, you know? Nobody won, everyone lost. I wouldn't say everyone lost because a lot of people, this is what people were doing. No Chill. It feels like No Chill won yesterday. If anyone came out of that winning, it was No Chill. I would honestly say. Yeah, we're going to head over to Bodach in a minute. I'm going to give it probably another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll all like just not that I'm telling you what to do. Hopefully we'll migrate over there. We'll give them a little time to warm up and then jump over there. Bullshit, let it go. That's the funny thing about this whole thing. This all came from like a, I don't know, like a $50 thing that apparently wasn't paid. To think that all of this has come from that is mad. Frankie, you're kind of like the therapist in a way of MMA YouTube. I hate being in the middle of this. I really do. And it felt like we were. I mean, that's why last Sunday we were like, we'll just do a quiet one on a Sunday. And it worked out really well because I knew what was going to happen. It's not because I didn't want Giuliano on here, because I love the guy and I think he's very entertaining. And I don't really care about all the bullshit around. I don't really feel like he's really hurting anyone. That's always been my view of it. But like, I didn't want Sundays to turn into like, well, a way better version of Clown Show, let's be honest. But that kind of content, I don't like being in the middle of things, and I don't like taking sides. You know, unless somebody's blatantly wrong, like they're a pedo or they're being some kind of cunt, like a bully or whatever. I tend to stay out of things because I just don't think it's healthy. But I was telling both of them for weeks just to stop. But it is. Mixing YouTube with personal life is a recipe for disaster. The problem is, Betty, yeah, when you're a live streamer like Giuliano is, and you're in a lot of chats like Lane is, it's very hard to have that kind of exposure and constant exposure and keep things separate. That's why for me, I let a lot of sides of my personality out on here, but I'm only on 1.5 hours, 2 hours at a time. So like, you know, and I don't get drunk on stream anymore. So like, I knew this kind of shit was going to happen from day one. It's fucking high school-esque bullshit. It is. And the thing is, yeah, we've just wanted nothing more than to just stay out of it and to just let it die down, let it run its natural course. But the problem is they both won't stop. They both won't quit doing it. They're both as bad as each other at this point. That's the problem. Because the thing is, yeah, I was kind of on, I wouldn't say I was on Giuliano's side because I wasn't on anyone's side, but I was at least looking at Giuliano and saying, oh, well, you know, he's taken our advice. He's not doing it on the live streams anymore. He's calmed it down. But then I tuned into the No Chill thing this morning to listen to that part of it. And he was back going off again. So he was doing his thing on Lane before. And obviously Lane had this thing with the girl and stuff planned. And I don't know if planned, but she had that in the back pocket. And then we just ended up here. But it was always going here. It was always going here. There was no other direction for it to go in. And the problem is they're both big parts of the community. It's just, it's fucking, but hopefully, like I said, it's reached its peak. I get the feeling that it's not over quite yet. Because they're both still obviously furious with each other. But this is the way things go, man. This is how YouTube is. I will say this about Mega or whoever her name is. I thought she came across quite well. Why would anyone believe a Xanax addicted Tinder hoe who's doxing a dude who ghosted her? The thing is, Charles, just because she's a woman scorned who's mad doesn't mean that she's talking shit. I will say that side of it. women can sometimes react. We know that women use their words to react in ways that men don't. But from what I heard from her side of things last night, it's the typical woman thing. It's like you feel like you're something to somebody, and then you get ghosted, and then you react in a certain way. And you hear somebody talking shit about you. This is what I'm saying. I love Giuliano, but he's had his side in all of this. It's like he's online calling her a hoe and saying that she's crazy and that he, like he ghosted her. So she's gonna naturally want to defend herself. We all want to do. She sounds like a plumpy whore. Very hard to gauge. Very hard to gauge. She's a writer obsessed with Gilly. I mean, it's very clear that she's been in like live chats and been following along with his channel for a little bit. But again, the way she explained that kind of made sense to me. She obviously felt shafted. She was very unapologetic and honest about the bad things she'd done along the way. The thing is though, I don't think it was all that bad for Giuliano, because any one of us who have been in the game and we've had like a stable of bitches in the past, this can happen. I've had similar stuff happen to me, where there was a Facebook hate group about me where there were just a whole load of women in there that were trashing me. You play with the fire, you get burned. You learn from it. It just sounds like a very typical kind of thing. And then obviously, like, we're all going on like this is a big reveal about Giuliano. Half the people that are gunning off Giuliano are like, they don't believe the things that he says about his life anyway. And now all we know is that potentially know is that he had this girlfriend, and then he's fucking other women on the side. Most of us have done that. I don't know. I don't think it was all that damaging, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. I think everyone's already formulated their situation about it already. I think everybody who likes Giuliano still is cool with him, and everyone who hates him had made up their decision anyway. I don't think anyone was tuning into last night's stream going, oh shit, like, he is a this or he's that. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem that. Damn, you pimp him. And it was a deep hate group as well. And then the funniest thing is like, they all ended up trying to hook up with me again after that as well. They started snaking on each other. Like, I'm gonna go on live one time and tell the whole lore behind that, because it was hilarious. It was awful at first when I found out about it. I was like, oh fuck. You did 500 push-ups today. I got a new machine. I got a new machine at home, so I've kind of gone off the push-ups a little bit recently, but I need to get back on them because it's giving me this weird physique. Frankie's a good guy trying to smooth this one out. It's what I wanted from the beginning. I mean, it's as I said as well, it's a bit different for me, yeah, because my whole thing, like, YouTube's a part of my life, but it's not as big as it is for some other people. You did 510. Sniff, you need to get back. No, that sounded wrong. 501. Damn, these ladies bashed you. But that's the whole thing with women. It's like, it's a weird thing, isn't it? When a woman's that mad with you, she still feeling something for you, because hate and love, there's a very, very thin line between hating somebody and loving somebody. Very thin. It's when you get a woman who's fully emotional and angry, you know that you're jumping on either side of that line. And if what this woman is saying is true, I can't remember her name. That's how women naturally feel when they feel like they've been shafted, because they can't go up to a guy and punch him in the face. So they use their words. They hit you where it hurts. So she went at like I didn't fuck him in the ass, but he likes to get fucked in the ass. That was one thing that came out of it, which is, again, whatever. But then, you attack the things that are triggers for him. His reputation as a gambler, his money reputation, the way he treats women, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Making a hate group about you. Yeah, it was while I was in Qatar. It was quite a few years ago, 15 years ago. And the thing about Qatar is it's like a goldfish bowl. All the women I was seeing all found out about each other. And it got deep there. And then one of the women then snaked them and told me about it. And then I jumped in there, and then it was all like, I was mortified when I first found out about it, because I was like, fuck. There's nothing worse than that feeling of being discovered. It's like, when the magician's trick gets revealed. Haven't got to the Geo likes to get... Well, that was entirely No Chill's part of it. Like, it's kind of towards the end. I only brought that up because it's a very silly part of it. By the way, if you guys haven't liked the stream yet, if you wouldn't mind, please do so. The likes really do help. We're starting to consistently get, like, I never ask people to subscribe because I don't like being that guy. But the likes really do help. So if you wouldn't mind. I was a part of that hate group. I sensed that aura from you. Hell hath no fury like a 50-year-old femcel. I don't know anything about Lane, really. I really don't. And it's not really... I feel bad now if that's... Maybe that's not who you're talking about. But yeah, it's all a bit fucking mad. It's all a bit mad. This week's just been a weird one for drama. Like I said, I got sent a whole load of shorts with Clown trying to trash me again, which is still very entertaining to me. And then there's been all this stuff. It's really funny that it's like No Chill timed that stream perfectly. Just when the UFC was like, we didn't get any UFC and it was waning, it was bombing, we get a crazy live stream like that. And if No Chill strategized that entire thing, the man's a fucking genius. The man's a genius. If I was Giuliano, though, I would look at that whole thing and not really see it as a big deal. Because it's not. Frankie, has a woman ever tried sneaking photos of you while you sleep? 100%. It's happened to me a few times. I think it's really fucking weird when women do that. If a man does that, by the way, takes a photo of a woman while she's in bed and sleeping, that's jail time. But a woman does it. See, women are all the same. They're all NPCs. I'm sorry to say. I know there's 1 or 2 women in here. Maybe not right now. Surprised No Chill hasn't taken down the stream yet. No way, but that was his Christmas, birthday, and Easter or whatever. Hanukkah, maybe, I don't know. Rolled into one beautiful fucking package. No Chill is diabolical. In a funny way. He definitely contrived the entire thing. It looks to me like he was playing both sides, if I'm being honest. It was another like Hank versus Skate situation, but on a much bigger scale. There's no way No Chill's taking that down. Are you kidding me? How you doing, JVD? What's good, bro? You're here late. You missed a pretty decent and stress-free panel. It was awesome. I'm going to be doing a lot more streams this week as well, because like I said, I'm off work. I'm going to do at least 2. That's what I mean by a lot more. Lane is a cool lady. She's just full on. Neither Lane nor Jules can pick the other's pudding. They're both fucking good. It's absurd, that one. When you think about what they fell out over as well, that's the dumbest thing about this entire thing. That's the dumbest thing. They both just got a little bit too personal with each other, which you should never do on YouTube. And then all it took was one little fucking ignition to start the whole thing off. I don't believe this because No Chill is the center of this. I would say he's been... I don't think he planned it exactly like this because nobody is that Machiavellian. But I think he's definitely been playing both sides. And why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? I've said this to both parties on both sides. I love No Chill. I've just like... It was fairly clear where this was going. We all saw it. Fanning the flames. That's all he's doing. He's got every right to do that. The thing is, yeah, if you're gonna put yourself in that situation, Giuliano's gone on there willingly, Lane's willingly posting stuff in the chat. You open yourself up to this kind of stuff. We know Bodach is live, Andy. We're gonna go there very, very soon. Very soon. And I'm punting. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm gonna definitely have Giuliano on Tuesday, and I'm sure he's gonna want to talk about this. But that's part of my reluctance as well. We've heard everything that he's got to say on it. No Chill is Jewish. I'm not joking. Certainly could be. I'm not ruling it out. He's definitely been at some of those meetings. I mean, from what I've heard. Love how you people took this shit seriously. None of us took well, not none of us. I certainly didn't take it seriously. But I knew where it was going to end up. It was always going to be nasty. It always was. It was only going in one direction. You will never stop trying to expose No Chill for his Mossad ways. I'm surprised you haven't directed it at me in a little while. I'm kind of feeling a little bit left out. Machua's bedding sheets are to blame. That was a slip of the tongue. Thought that was my phone. No, unfortunately, it's mine. I don't know how to change my ringtone as well. These modern phones really confuse me. Yeah, but I expect this to drag on a little bit. Yeah, thanks for the link. We're definitely gonna jump over to Bodach any minute now. Is there anything else you guys want to shoot at me before I head off? Probably didn't phrase that the best way, but it's kind of on brand for me. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, now's the time. And then we will mosey on over to Mr. Bodach. No Chill's real name is No Chillberg. No Chill is a character. That stream for him yesterday was massive. He's definitely come up trumps. He definitely has. JVD, I do need to get you on, but the whole purpose of this was kind of building into Bodach's stream, and he has been live for like 15 minutes now. You've got to come on. I'm gonna jump on like a Tuesday. I might even come on tomorrow. But yeah, if you can jump on Tuesday, that would be awesome. John Tavius Virgil Daniels. All right, guys. I think we'll has somebody already posted Bodach's link in here. I think we'll head over there now. I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably jump in again on Tuesday. I'm sure I'm gonna have Giuliano on. I'll have and we all know it's probably gonna explode, but I do want to get Giuliano back on because I feel like he's been hard done by as well. And JVD, I need to get you on as well. Back on as well. I don't know why I fumbled that sentence so hard. Yes, if you can make yourself available on Tuesday, that'd be sweet. And I want to get Sniff back on as well. I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen Sniff around here. All right, so let me just get Bodach. Oh, please go live tomorrow. I'll try to go live tomorrow. I might just do like an open panel tomorrow and see how it goes. You know, we'll do an open panel tomorrow, and hang on, I've just got Bodach's thing up. We'll do an open panel tomorrow and see how it goes. Shout out to everyone for turning out. It was really nice having the UK boys on. Really nice having a musical one. It's been the first time I've done that. Shout out to all those guys. So musical MMA, obviously you're all subscribed. The Bodach show. I've posted the link again, and obviously Brutally Honest MMA. I'll catch you guys tomorrow or on Tuesday, but I'll definitely be doing a few this week. If you guys could dip over to Bodach's stream, that would be fucking lovely. Oh, and Dougie's Corner. DDP versus Anderson Silva got vid dropped on my channel. So yeah, go to that. Shout out to Dougie's Corner. Dougie, I need to hit you back up in the DMs as well. Maybe we can get something going this week as well. Love you all. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a good Sunday. Let's jump in on Bodach and harass his motherfucking ass. Take it easy, boys. And girl, much love. In a bit ski.